Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is the third and presumed to be final sequel of the series. The game shows a new challenge of using thinking and your wits by giving new systems, which are the following: audio devices, camera system, and ventilation system. These three devices are the key in order to survive your night shift over the haunted attraction. And yes, this game is indeed a sequel, but with a new story comes new faces and characters. One of them being the new animatronic, Springtrap. This animatronic seems to be what people call the hybrid animatronic, due to people thinking that it was a mix of all the Fazbear gang, excluding Foxy. The name Springtrap is going to have a very delicate analogy to what this animatronic really is. So, let's dive in, shall we? Also, be warned, spoilers are to be heard, so please do leave if you do not want to ruin your surprise and experience of this game. Now, what exactly is a Springtrap? Springtraps, as searched on Google, are a humane method of vermin control. Basically those little mouse traps with the metal bar that snaps shut when a rat or mouse steps on a pressure point. Now, it's best to hold onto that thought, because it's going to have a much more grim tale of what is this animatronic. In the game's trailer, we are given a tour of what seems to be the first game's location of the pizzeria. As we wander through the halls of these eerie lights and child-made posters on the wall, we come close to the scene of where it shows the new animatronic, twitching, seeming that it's powering up or just waiting to be activated. Something along those lines. Or so we thought. The game's trailer is actually a foreshadow. Allow me to explain. In the game, we are given a new, groovy, as I like to describe him, phone guy, as he rambles on all through night 1 and gives you a basis of where you are working at. Something turns up the next night. On night 2, the groovy phone guy finds an old video training tape archive, which features the phone guy from both Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and the sequel. The original intention for the groovy phone guy to tell you this was to give the haunted attraction a nice and eerie feeling upon entering. However, in the tapes, it's actually a tutorial on how to put on animatronic suits. If you remember from both games of the missing children, a suit was used to lure 5 kids to the back room of the pizzeria, and the children were never found. If we can look back to the culprit, which is the purple guy, the murderer child abductor shown in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, he used a yellow suit as hinted by phone guy. It wasn't easy to get into those suits either. As stated in the tapes in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the old phone guy had to give out detailed instructions on how to get inside the suit, or else you would be crushed. If you haven't caught on to what I'm saying, it's simply this. The purple guy knew how to operate these suits, and took advantage of this by stuffing the kids into them. This can also be the reason why the animatronic's eyes and nose began to leak blood and spew mucus as well as letting out a foul odor. Starting to draw the picture now? Good. Because this is also going to be another important detail. In the ending of Five Nights at Freddy's 3, we can see the purple guy running back and forth, trying to escape the souls of the dead children. Obviously flustered by the situation, he had to quickly avoid this danger. When he finally stopped trying to run away from these spirits, he quickly darts to the other side of the room, where a familiar suit is seen on the right. As he enters into this costume quickly, he begins to laugh, mocking the children's efforts. However, he forgets one vital thing. Let's take everything we know so far. The Purple Man knows how to get inside these animatronic suits without being crushed. And as you can see, he wasn't so successful. Without thinking, he forgot to enable the mascot mode on the system, and thus is crushed to death. His limbs snap, his head becomes decapitated. Everything in his body begins to brutally rip apart as he is shocked to see this. His whole body twitches. Blood spews onto the floor as he finally falls onto the ground, twitching and writhing in agony as he finally dies. Looks familiar, right? The way his body twitches, the area he's in. Does it seem so deja vu to you? It should. This exact scene, as shown in the trailer. In the trailer, you are in the point of view of the dead child. You roam the halls and lead the Purple Man to his fate. You see his body writhe in agony as he tries so much to be rid of this and try to be free. But all you can say to him is, "You can't."